Now we have our channel component. We made our video tab. I put in a bunch of videos. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, looks like 5 videos. You can see how this works a little better now. Sort the newest, and then you can see the views. And you go by sort by most popular. It'll go by views. See 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. So what about the search? Oh, I want to do a search where I can pull up. Say I want to search JavaScript. I just want to type a string in there and hit enter, and I want to be given those videos that match. So I get these two. Or I can search mucho. I get that one. What else did we have? Let's see. Ultimate Fighting Championship. I should get both of these if I put in championship. We're searching by title. For now. So we can search by any of the data that we have in there. We could use the description, the title, even usernames if we wanted to. But for right now, we're just do it simple with the title. Also, later on, we want to, if we say we had not 5 videos in a user, say a user had 1,000 videos, we wouldn't want to return 500 videos with one shot. We'd want to put some sort of pagination, but we'll get to all that functionality later. Right now, we're just doing a simple search component that, as we know, is built right into restart the app there. Built right into the channel view. Now it's not actually a tab. Remember we set it up with tabs earlier, and we used the swipeable views, React swipeable views, and we are putting all our tabs in there. So there's our videos tab, there's our home tab. We haven't done anything with these tabs in between. There's the about tab we just worked on, and we're going to have a new search results tab. So we're going to make a new component in our channel tabs called searchresults.js. Now, the trick is we don't want an actual tab for it here. We already have the search, and that's not really a tab per se. It's just on the app bar. It's not going to have the same pink underline or anything. But yeah, it's going to put a component in. So how do we sneak that in there? So in our app bar, we did a tab label. We just did a quick array and did a mapping over that array that returns just a simple tab for each string in this array. We could have listed them. We could have done tab, label is span with a home. We could have listed all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them out, but we just wrote a function just because we can really. But we render that function, or we call that function rather, inside tabs. We call our labels function, which is responsible for each one of these actual labels and making sure that when we click on the label, we get that component. Now, the trick here is you don't have to do this, but you get an error if you don't do this. So might as well do it. I put a tab in there, but I put its style, and I put in an object of display none. So it thinks there's a tab there with the index of 6, because it'll start at 0. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 has no display. Search isn't really 6, but in effect it is. And if you look at our channel component, you realize we set up a tab index of 0. So when we first come in, it's on home. home is 0. So when we first come in, it's like this. So what we want to do is deal with that search component, which has this icon button with the search icon. And then, of course, we implemented the search mode to make the input pop up. Here's our input when search mode is true. And we're going to use, we already had the on change and the value. Now we have an on key up, and we're going to make a handle key up function. So this handle key up function is an async function, and it takes in the event, and we can do this saying e.keycode equals 13. So there's a key code for every key, and the enter key is 13. So every time that key up happens, that key up is just in another event like onClick. Every time that key up event, it's going to check the number, and when it's 13, which is the enter key, it's going to get that search string from this.state.search string. And then we're going to run this function. We're going to say filter videos is await this.props.data.current-user.videos, and we're going to run filter on the array of videos. And for each video in that array of videos, we're going to return under this condition. So when the video title, and we're going to just make everything lowercase, just to make everything simpler to take into account, because filter is case sensitive. Includes rather is case sensitive. So the title includes the search string, both to lowercase, of course. We're going to set that. So it's going to return, if that condition equals true, it's going to return that to the filtered videos constant. So it's just going to go over them, basically looking for the word in the string of the title of whatever word we put into that search box. And then we're just going to await this.setState, and we're going to have a new piece of state called filtered videos, which will be an array, but initially it'll be null, which is fine. We'll just say filtered videos is null, and then it's going to set filter videos to whatever returns from this, and then we'll just say this.handle tab index, and we'll pass in 6. Now handle tab index just sets the current tab index, which tells that swipeable views that we want our 6th item. Of course, home is 0, videos is 1, and this index 2, index 3, index 4, about is 5, and then our search results would be 6. And search results is simple. It's pretty much the same as the video component. I just got rid of all the, in our videos component, we have this menu here and the sort by. I just removed those two things and just did basically the video, just did the representation of the video. And then you just import that into your channel and stick it as the last item here, or the index of 6. And boom, you've got a search component where you can search. As soon as you hit enter, it picks it out and it filters it down. Pretty neat little thing. Obviously, like I said before, pagination and pagination basically limiting the amount that initially comes into 10 until you click a button and then you get another 10. Something like that in the future. But for now, this is good enough as a basic implementation of how you search over these props and control the rendering. And we just made our own search component to search our own videos, which pretty cool. So stay tuned for more videos. If anyone's ever watching this, comment on what you might want to see added in. I'm just going to keep plugging away. I'm thinking maybe playlists or subscriptions will be coming up soon. So thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video.